Hey everybody, Jerry Williams, aka Greater Sapien here. Thanks for stopping by. It is Wednesday, March 5th, and I have the distinct pleasure of watching the new Disney Plus series, Daredevil Born Again, for the first time. So you're going to get a first time reaction from me here. Now, a little groundwork. I am a fan of the original Netflix series, but I am not a Puritan that says it has to be exactly the same. I'm also a big fan of comics and the Daredevil comics in general. But I'm also not the type of person that says if you change it, then it's wrong and you're not allowed to do it. So I'm going to try to watch this for what it is, but also with the history of the original Netflix series in mind. I go into these things hoping that they're going to be really good. And so I'm open to it. I'm hoping it's going to be as impactful and energetic and even visceral as the original Netflix series, but I also want to leave room for it to do its own thing. So, without any further ado, let's go.
Reverence for the past, yet hope for the future.
Oh,
This has a vibe of something bad about to happen.
Right there.
Okay, got a new effect for this. Oh, why would, I'm assuming it's bullseye, but why would you do that to kill a fly? I mean, that's just silly. Right, where we get a little bit more special effect. And I was really worried they were going to do this. One of my main concerns was when they said they were bringing him back, is that they would bring him back only to kill them. Yep. Interesting combination of CGI and practical fighting. Actually, kind of like the idea that they're like, yeah, let those guys be in there. Interesting shift from CGI to practical. The CGI they're using is actually pretty good. They're not getting particularly rubbery, but you can tell it's CGI because of the way they're working the lighting angle. John Wick has done a good job of showing people how to use CGI in little ways to enhance fight scenes. Like all that knife work was actually pretty good, straight out of John Wick. You don't have freaking emergency services there yet? Jesus. And I'm gonna pause there. Okay, so we're 10 minutes in, 14 minutes into the episode, and they've killed off Foggy. Well, at least, I'm assuming he's gonna stay dead here. I don't think this was a necessary call. I don't have a problem with it, but I don't think it was necessary. I think it might be a cheap emotional anchor, to throw in. It all depends on how they continue to use it, but I think it might be a little bit manipulation as opposed to just pure storytelling. That's just me. Not that they did it poorly. I just think it might be a relatively uncreative decision. Oh, hello. I didn't think he was going to be dead. Into the new intro. So one thing that I am looking forward to is the enhanced athleticism that they might be able to bring to Daredevil by adding a little bit of CGI. He didn't swing much, which is a very big thing for the actual comics. He's incredibly athletic, but he was never acrobatic. Was in the comics, and I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of that, which we've already seen a bit because of the CGI used before. It looks like he's playing the piano. Kingpin's looking healthy. They got him eating some healthy food there. I'm assuming from his profile that he's down a little bit. This isn't the slightly super strong version that was in Echo or Hawkeye.
Holy cow, you beat me in.
Nice homage to Dwayne.
Besides, I'm not him anymore. And I won't let myself be.
And you think that
And that's the end of the series.
I don't know.
The end.
Doesn't make it worse.
Streets. It's no longer safe for decent people. Tonight I'm making a
That
commitment.
look on Murdock's face is a look that I get whenever I hear Trump talk about weeding out corruption or anything like that. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? You? To Xavier. Is he a mutant? Speculation. I gotta say, they're doing a good job of nailing the characterization and laying the groundwork here. So, I'm pleased so far.
Maybe New York's getting the mayor it deserves.
You ask me, that's pretty goddamn cynical, man.
New York almost always gets the mayor it deserves. They keep electing terrible people.
Oh, no. I tried to mentor someone, but... Well, that's the closest I've come.
Didn't she shoot you in the face?
I loved him, D'Onofrio. He's just so excellent. Truly, he's a captivating actor. Just embodies this character so well.
I know about Adam, Vanessa.
Do not kill him.
Not that man anymore.
He'll just fall down from a high floor. I like the switched juxtaposition of Fisk being in the position of protector of the city and the framing of the skyline and the silhouettes. That's a flip of it always being Daredevil shown in that light. Okay, that's the end of episode 1. Quick first thoughts. A good first episode outing, I think. They set a good vibe. Like I said, I said earlier that I think it was unnecessary for them to kill off Foggy. but it's not like a deal breaker. I know for some people it will be. I haven't looked at any reviews. I have no idea what other people are reacting, how the other people are reacting. But I think they've set a good tone. They've set up a good conflict and power dynamic. You have Fisk in a position of, near absolute power here and untouchability. On the criminal level, he's got his wife tightening up all his background and his finances, so that looks clean. And now as mayor, he's got a lot of power. And he's also got a mandate from the people to keep people like Matt Murdock at bay. So there's going to be an interesting conflict there. I don't know how far they're going to go when it comes to the storylines that were done in the comics, where actual vigilantes are being arrested and locked up. So we'll see about that. But so far, I think they've done a pretty good job. The characterizations are still tight. They were able to integrate, at least comment on the broader MCU and both Kingpin and Murdock's appearance in other Disney Plus shows without being overly tied to it. They didn't have to go into like, this is what happened to you and all these things. They just mentioned it tangentially, and okay, we exist in that universe, and now we're moving forward. So not a lot of discussion about what happened before in the original Netflix series, and I also don't have a problem with that. There was a brief comment from Foggy about where he used to work and things like that, but they've moved forward, and I think that's very good. If they try to get into the navel gazing about what happened in the history, it'll just be clumsy. So I think just moving forward is the best way to do it. The action sequences, they were sparse. I'm assuming that there will be more, but so far they've done a pretty good job. A nice integration of CGI and practical. The CGI isn't perfect. There are still a couple times where the physicality, you can tell, is not actual human. We have great ability to recognize how humans actually move, so some of it doesn't look perfect, but it's still like just enhanced than being cartoonish, and that's the way it needs to be done. So I'm really looking forward to where they go on that aspect of things. In terms of, I've always seen Daredevil as being a very dynamic and balletic gymnast in his way of moving, not to the level of, say, Spider-Man's gymnastics, but still much higher than what they did in the original series. So I'm hoping we'll see a good amount of practical and well selected use of CGI just to enhance it. And the fight scenes so far, like I said earlier, is they've done a good job of kind of learning from the enhancement of fight scenes that were done in like John Wick to make the knife scenes, knife fight much more dynamic than it would have been in the past. I'm looking to more baton work. So far so good. I'm probably going to end this one here. I will do a separate video to talk about episode 2, which already came out. They dropped both of them, but I just don't have time. I'm working, so I got to keep moving. But I'm interested in your reaction to this first episode. Were you a fan of the original series? How do you think this one stands up? And what are you hoping to see? I think they're already laying the groundwork, obviously, for Muse to come in as an assassin and a villain for Daredevil to go up against. But it'll be interesting to see how the dynamic of Fisk trying to control vigilantes while crime goes up in the city. It'll be interesting. So, and of course, there's the parallels between the way things are in the world today, and a criminal being in charge of the city of New York, which is actually just kind of how it is already, because Eric Adams is just, oof. So, anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. I'm looking forward to the next one, and I will see you here soon. Probably in the next couple days, I'll get another video out. Take care, everybody. Peace.